You have it, folks. An energetic and inspiring introduction by our MC, Derek Cox. And this is George THA in the booth, and I am joined. Here goes Hill. It goes to a shootout. And
we did see a shootout yesterday in the first match of the day with Chezka and Jasmine Ocean, and in my opinion, Chezka got very lucky to win that match. I think Jasmine let it slip a little bit. She had her right where she wanted her and missed the last spot shot. Couldn't close the deal.
Well, the thing about the last spot shot is there's 4 of them to begin with, and if you get past 4 and you're tied at 4, they move the cue ball back a diamond. That makes it just a little bit that much harder.
And they did. They ended up going back a diamond, and it was just a much tougher shot. And Chezka, I think you give her a free shot like this, she might feel like she should have lost that match, and now she is still alive. I think she's going to be really tough to beat.
Oh, sure, I totally agree. Chezka is the type of player that if you don't step on her throat when you have the lead and you have her down, she will stand back up and run right over you.
And look at this, right away she comes with the defense, which tells me she's ready to win today, because I think a lot of times we would have seen her try to bank or cut that ball in, and I thought she would have tried to cut that ball in.
Well, I think it's finally wearing on her that she can win a lot more.
Yeah, the title is now within reach. So time to lock it down and play some smart pool here. Try to get to the final. We got match on table 1. Kristina to catch, taking on Wei Su Chen. Winner of that will play the winner of this. We got a chance for an all Kristina final, George.
Yes, we do. And Wei not being a 10-ball champion, there's 2 of them in your arenas right now.
World 10-ball champs, 2 of them.
Look at this. Her defense is good. Oh, she's left this can be pocketed. I think.
She could cut this in and get the cue ball going towards the 3, so I think she takes this one on. Kristina Zlateva looking for a breakthrough. I think she's made a couple semifinals in big events, but has she made it to the final of something?
No, she hasn't.
Yet?
She didn't even try to go for that. I think she played safe the whole time.
Yeah, they're ready to play this morning. You can tell by the defense right away on available shots.
And you know something, Ben? I think this is exactly what Kristina has to do to slow Chezka down.
I fully agree. I think you can't be going for every shot. You're going to need to put her in jail a couple times, make her kick at some balls. And
it's funny you say that, put her in jail. I was thinking about that, and I said, do I want to use that term? Because that's exactly what you have to do to Chezka.
Yeah.
You got to put her in the stocks and put her in a cell.
That's right. Good start to this match with a little strategy happening on this 2-ball. She's going to try to get under the 10 here. Now she's using a 5. Very good shot. Very good shot.
Tough to go 2 rails to hit it. 10 balls in the way.
Yeah, I guess she figures she can, or maybe just the 1 rail with the left spin.
She might have to twist it a little bit.
Yeah, just that little bit, yeah. You can see her elevate back into the queue a little bit. Look at this, it's in. Good news, bad news shot.
Well, no, she may have called it.
She did. But the bad news is, the 3 got kissed up table. She's got nothing on. She's going to be jumping.
Well, that just gives her a chance to use all her equipment.
Exactly.
You got to be good with the short stick nowadays. So.
I think, a lot of these players, you took the words right out of my mouth there. They're all really good with this cue.
Look at that.
What a shot.
And she starts out with a highlight shot.
What a shot. Two incredible shots in a row there. The kick, carom, into the side pocket, followed by the jump, and she's in perfect position here. If this was any sign of things to come, she should be smiling from ear to ear. This is the start she needs for sure. Get out here, put some pressure on Chezka.
Well, Kristina's road to the semifinal cost somebody some games, and those people were Diana Coronado, Omi Kwan. Hanyu defeated Kristina, and then she came back and won against Nina Torvund, Wang Wanling, and Sophia Mast. So she's had 6 matches under her belt to get to the semifinal, whereas Chezka is undefeated. So she's only had 5 by the road of Eva Myers, Ashley Benoit, Chihiro Kawahara, Kennedy Mayman, and a shootout with Jasmine Ocean that Ben alluded to earlier.
Yesterday morning, the shootout was exciting stuff. Beautiful shot she played up the rail there on the 6. She's in perfect position here. Soft draw this one back for the 8 and the side next.
And she's got control of the table after those 2 great shots. Jump shot on the 3, the kick shot on the 2.
I think if she lands straight on the 9 is good because the draw is really grippy on this new cloth. So straight on the 9 is fine, then just grip it back.
She's got too much angle to grip it back.
She's played quite a bit more angle than I thought. Yeah, I thought she might just play a stop shot there. Does she come to the other side of the 10, to the short side of the 10?
Well, if she comes to the short side of the 10, remember what we saw last night with that one cue ball going all the way to the corner from this angle?
Scratch that you called perfectly, yeah. This looks
this is the
short
tough
of the mark. Yeah, this is short of the mark. I think she missed a beat there. I think she had to play a stop shot on the 8 rather than roll it through because she left herself a little awkward on the 9 and twice as awkward on the 10. She's called the bank.
So she's going to go for it. This is the angle is more than you'd like for this bank.
And with the extension on the back of the cue, it's triple tough. It's not any easier with this. The bridge. No. Where does it stop?
Maybe the speed's good. It's going to be stop in the middle and force a return bank.
Yeah, I think Chezka probably makes this bank, though. You know what?
Yeah.
Let's see what it looks like.
Well, it's a little. She could stiff it. This is a tough bank.
I'm curious to see if she goes for this or if she plays safe. Let's see what kind of mood she's in today. If she chips it to the end rail, yeah, she's called the bank side. You gotta rip this one, right?
Yeah, it's a tough one.
Yeah,
That's just off.
I don't know if that shot was the correct percentage play. I think maybe chipping it to the end rail and let her, fly at the long bank again.
Could be, but the results left her a shot that's a little bit of a tester.
Yeah, into a tight pocket. They're 4 1/8 inch corner pockets rather. So
those tight pockets make them play. Luckily, they have new cloth. Otherwise, they would play extremely tight. This is, I call these specialty tables. They're for one pocket in the clubs.
Mm-hmm.
But with new cloth, it's perfect for these pros. They have to be tested, and this is the perfect table to do it.
Yeah, I'm a big, big fan of these tables already. It's the first time I played on them, and I absolutely love them. Not only do they play really good, but they look super nice, too. Yeah. Very stylish table.
I like the gray one.
Okay, let's see. She hit the break really, really great there. Made the 1, but she's jacked up over the 9, shooting this 2. Can't touch the 9. Would be a foul. You're going to see her be very careful here, and the ref's going to take a nice close look.
Oh, yeah. They don't miss a trick.
And that affected the way she hit the 2. She couldn't be as accurate as she wanted because she's looking at the 9.
Well, it came up to where it's going to force a combo.
Yeah, I don't think the 2 passes. She's taking a look to see if the 2 passes the 6. This angle's a little deceiving, but yeah, I think she's called the combination. The 6 ball. Where does the 2 go after?
It's going to bounce up and go towards the side pocket, depending on the speed.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. Just a little soft of getting there.
And will she play the bank or another safety? Now, she's played 2 safeties and avoided bank shots, except for the 10 ball.
I think she plays this one because it has some 2-way availability, even 3-way where she's getting shaped too.
She does.
Just without any 2 thoughts, I love her game. So easy to watch. She would have been dangerous with that 20-second shot clock in the turbo doubles yesterday.
Her partner would have been waiting on her.
Yeah. She might have been able to play with a 10-second shot clock in that turbo.
But she wasn't in it, was she?
No, she wasn't.
Yeah. That's probably why they didn't have her in there. It's just too much of an advantage for her.
Yeah, her and Carlo would have been a dangerous team.
Wow. So right.
Does the 9 pass the 10? I'm not sure it does. She's going to have to go 2 rails across the line here. Speed's going to be at a premium. Looks pretty good. A little short, but it's okay.
She'll work with it.
You know, she's such a talented player. Very natural ability.
Well, you know it's because she's left-handed, right?
Oh, lefties are always good.
And there we go. The crowd starts dropping their phones already. But Kristina did.
Final, and in the men's, we got a chance for a filler Gorst final. I think
Yes,
that's
we do.
what the crowd really wants to see. Men's.
Yeah, they got to see a filler Shane final. I mean, quarterfinal.
Quarterfinal. And what a match that was. Yesterday afternoon. Okay, Chezka ripping this one down the middle. Coming up dry, it looks like.
Yeah, as Ben was saying, in the men's semifinals, you have Joshua Filler and Maximilian Lechner from Austria. And in the other semifinal, you have Wojciech Szewczak, world 10-ball champion, and Fedor Gorst. He's missing the world 10-ball title.
I got the beat down from Max, so I'm cheering for him. Then I can say I lost to the champ.
Yeah. In the final 16, that was the final straw for Ben.
Yeah. He played fantastic, really.
I remember seeing him for the first time years ago at the U.S. Opens at Griff's. Very, very impressive.
Yeah, he's got a great mind for the game and super nice guy.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we had a couple of laughs during the match. I kept hooking me. I told him he was mean. He said, how I'm supposed to be.
That's right. Look at this 10-ball. It's going to make it easy for... Well, no, it could double up.
So no early 10s anymore here at the Pro Billiard Series, which is a rule I'm really glad they implemented because it does tend to push towards a corner pocket if you're breaking from the side rail. So if Kristina makes this combination, the 10's going to spot. She's going to continue shooting. She needs something on this 1 ball to get down there for the 2. The cue ball on the rail's not doing her any favors.
No, it's tough to handle from there. She's limited. She might have to accept the distance.
I think distance, then play a safety, because I don't think you can play the combination from a mile away. Yeah, I think leaving it where she's pointing and then bank the 2 up to the top rail and get the cue ball underneath the 10, 3. There's a lot of balls to hide behind there. Okay, she's coming 2 rails across. I don't know if she can play the combination from here. I think it's pretty tough.
I think I would go ahead and bank this 2-ball right at the 6. It's a big 6-ball.
It is a huge ball. That's a good call, George. I agree. I think that's the right shot. She can kind of stiff it a little too. Keep the cue ball where it is. Okay,
She's going to go.
Played the combo beautifully, but
she overran the cue ball.
A pretty routine safety here, though, I would think. Lots of balls to hide behind. Might be able to bury both balls. Sort of send the 2 behind the 7, the cue ball behind the 10. Well, this is going to leave a window, a little gap to see the 2. And we've seen Chezka attack this one before. She might just try to cut this ball in. Quickly calling the cut shot. Thins it perfect, and look at the position. Wow, what a shot that is. That is a fantastic shot to go up and down and get perfect on the 3. into the 7. Beautiful. Nicely controlled. Never really want to be bumping balls so you don't have to, but every once in a while you get that angle like that where it just helps you get position.
Well, if you have the control she has, and these players have, of the cue ball, bumping balls is not a major problem, but it usually leads to trouble.
That's right. Stop shot here is okay. She doesn't need to be straight in on the 10. She plays the little stun follow perfectly. 2-1. Chezka.
Chezka now.
It's a thinking game. You want to not think at all when you're shooting. You got to go totally blank. Okay, coming through the middle again. Let's see if it works this time. It didn't last time. Well, that definitely didn't work. Cue ball's on the floor.
You know, I always say it costs more to play on the floor.
That's right. Well, 2, 3, 8, kind of in a line there. I'm not sure what she's going to do with that 2 ball. The 3-8 combination doesn't look too bad, but how do you get from the 1 to the 2?
No, you come underneath the 10 and play it in the upper corner.
She's got to watch the cue ball doesn't end up on the rail there when she's shooting the 2. Which I think is exactly where it's going to be. Right? Close to the rail.
Yeah.
Anytime the cue ball is close to the rail like this, it makes potting the ball a lot tougher because you can't really get control of the cue ball as much as you'd like. You can only really hit the top of it. Often we just take our eye off the object ball because we're a little worried about the tip position on the cue ball.
A little worried about looking like an idiot when you slide off the top of the ball.
When you miss cue
right,
off the
when you
top
miss
of
cue
it.
off the top.
Yeah, so a lot of times we keep our eye on the cue ball
Sure.
too long there. You could see if her eye was on the object ball when she pulled the trigger there, it was good. It's 3-8 combo, and the 3 should stick around right by the 8. You don't need to run, Kristina. It's not the turbo doubles. It's okay. You got lots of time out there.
That was funny when we watching Josh Filler run around. Who was the other player that was running?
Nayuki ran.
Nayuki, yeah, he was running.
He was running.
Shane was moving pretty fast too.
And that's what we were hoping to see.
Yep.
A couple of lefties doing battle here. She played right-handed shape there by accident.
That's right. I forgot Zlateva's left-hander also.
Yeah, she's also a lefty.
I honestly do believe left-handers have a better. I'm not sure the word I can use.
They've done some studies about left-handed.
Left and right brain.
Yeah,
right.
and how a left-handed person can use the other side of their brain better as they age.
The geometric part of it, exactly.
Which is important for pool.
I remember back in Arizona we had a tour, the Desert Classic Tour, and at the end of the season there was 8 players. There were 9 players. 5 of them were left-handed. Being left-handed is somewhere between 10 and 15% of the population.
Yeah, 10%.
And to have 5 of 9, that's pretty much
tells you something.
Tells you something.
Okay, she loads it up with the top and the inside, but she flicks the 9. I think it slowed down the cue ball just a little. Now she's got a tester on the 6. Is it frozen? That would make it easier. I think it is. It looked like the ref called it frozen. And the reason the ref would do that, I mean, she's sure to get a rail after contact, but let's say she miscued and went full into the 6. The referee would need to know if that ball was frozen or not. So you'll see them always check.
I like that shot. I like the way she shot that.
With the inside coming around off extra rails.
A lot of players shy away from it, but I like that she shot it.
With the ball frozen to the rail, definitely it was a little easier, but not a walk in the park. She did well there. She's got one more tough shot. I wonder if she tries to get a little better on the 9 this time after missing the 10 a couple of games ago. Looks okay. I think she can draw to the short side of the 10.
Yeah, and then this is with the carbon fiber and the new cloth combined together. You can really move that cue ball in reverse.
Yeah, you just barely touch it with the draw. It's going to just take off. She stayed nice and smooth on that. But she's got to bear down here. These are not big pockets. You got to cut this one in pretty close to the heart. See how still she stays
on her partner's shoulder there.
It's been a long 6 day. I think we're on day 6,
we're
right?
On day 6 of 9. This all ends Friday, so we're on day 5. Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. I have to count on my fingers.
It's okay. I was counting like that in my head too. Yeah. Wait. Thursday. Yeah. Okay. Good break there. She made a ball, but nothing happening with the 1 again. Seems to be par for the course on these tables. Tricky to get the opening shot.
That's been happening today. And look, she broke from the right side, and look what she got. All the balls on the right side.
And one of the best stats from the stat guy there, we were just talking about it, was first shot after the breaks. Maybe one of the most important stats. Who gets the first look? I like what she's doing here. Rather than play the push out, she's going to play the kick safety.
The little kick stick.
And when you're playing somebody as good as Chezka, you don't really want to push somewhere. She's going to do this to you, so you might as well just do it to her. What a great shot.
And it's shots like this that's going to slow Chezka down. Hopefully frustrate her from Kristina's point of view.
If she can do that, she's got a real chance here. She keeps doing that. Wow, what a shot.
It reminds me of the when she won the World 10 Ball Championship, she hooked herself the corner of the side pocket with the point of the side pocket on the 10 ball.
That ball
and
in.
She came right over and just 2-rail kicked it in.
Unbelievable shot. That was good for TV, that shot. Okay, nice shot from Kristina. Has she left a little gap here? Maybe, but Chezka's going to be feeling really close to this 9 ball. You see her roll up the sleeves there.
We did have some touch fouls by a player. Side pocket okay? Yeah, we're all right.
Yeah, you could see she was really affected by that 9 ball. Couldn't be accurate on the 1, missed it by a lot. And if she was trying to play safe, she missed that by a lot too.
You can see already we're into the 5th game, and in the first game and in this game, you can see how those safeties are slowing down Chezka and actually winning games for Kristina. That's how she won the first game, with the safety play.
She's a smart player. She's got plenty of experience under her belt these days, playing every event she can get into. And I'm seeing her name in the mix more and more. She's getting better.
Yeah, she's constantly now. She's getting into the final 16. She's getting into the quarterfinals. And right here, she's got a semifinal. She had a couple during the course of the year, this past year. She's had some high finishes, in the quarterfinal stages and in the semifinals. This is her biggest finish so far where she's at.
She's got a chance for some really big prize money this week. $27,000 to the winner of this event.
And just think, if you can, there's 64 ladies here, and there's been 64 ladies in the World Championships. If you can do the same, have the same results here as you have in the World Championships, the money doubles.
Well, and I would say equally as tough.
It was the same players.
Yeah, it's all the same players. Yeah,
there's 64 players here, and 2/3 of them are in the top 100 players of the world.
That's an unbelievable stat, really. Doesn't get any tougher than this.
In fact, Chezka has the highest Fargo rating of any of the 64 players, and Kristina at 702 is 21st on the list. So she's in the upper third.
Yeah. And Chezka number 1. What is Chezka's Fargo?
Chezka's Fargo 775.
Oh, that is impressive.
Well, it's funny because at the top of the list, there's 3 players. It's Simi Chen, Chezka, I think Rubelin Amit, Cho Che-yu, and they're all either 774, 775.
Wow.
They're all right there together. And of course, those will vary day to day.
Yeah, up and down 1 point.
Yeah, up and down 1 point, 2 points.
Yeah, never more than 2, really.
It's not like my Fargo that keeps dropping.
Well, you know what they say, George. Age is undefeated.
That's thank you. That's a good one. I have to remember that. And you know what I used to say to that? Excuses, excuses.
That's right. Every good pool player has them.
That's not all of them. I stopped making excuses years ago. This is a great game.
I got a lot better when I stopped making excuses, and just admit what actually happened.
You just got to break it down, just like if you're doing commentary.
Yeah.
Okay. How did you lose? Why did you lose?
Yeah, you have to always be analyzing.
Oh, I was wrong. See, these have switched quite a bit. Semi Chen is now at 793.
93.
Chezka has moved down from 775. She's now 771. I pulled these numbers about 2 weeks ago when I was preparing for this tournament. Cho Che-yu 771, Han Yu 770, Sha Lu 769, Amit 768. So
that's 793 from Siming Chen.
She was there. She was at 798 sometime back.
Well, I remember some years ago there was a match with her and Donnie Mills. There was a discussion about a men's Fargo and a woman's Fargo not equaling the same, and Siming Chen proved.
Yes, she did. She also played. She did than most of the American players that have 10,000.
Yeah, I have 10,000.
Yeah. Sophia Mast and Savannah Easton. I think Savannah has 8,200.
Yeah,
she's
they're
16
near,
years old.
Yeah, they're near the 10,000 mark already.
So
break. She's
shot
still
on the one.
Just crushing it down the middle, but not making a ball. I'm surprised she didn't adjust yet. I think maybe in the second set, an adjustment on the break could be useful. I think we have first set over on the other arena table. On table 1, looks like they're on break.
Somebody went pretty quick. Let's take a look at who it was.
Yeah, let's see.
Wei took the first set.
Oh, that's a big one for her. What was the score, George?
4-0.
Wow.
That's why it went so quick. 4-0 over the Crystal.
Wow. Is Kristina looking shell-shocked over there? It's not too often she's losing any match 4-0 to anyone.
Kristina's facial expressions don't change much.
Yeah, she's a pretty cool character. Pretty calm under pressure, very composed player. She's got her hands full over there with Wei. Meanwhile, looks like this Kristina can cut this 3 in, but can she get any kind of position on the 4 next? Tough to play this with inside spin on a slippery table.
Oh.
Yeah, and it made her miss the ball. Well, she's trying to hit it a little thicker to get the inside spin to grip, and it made her miss the pot.
If you just joined us, that's the voice of Ben Francis from Canada in the booth with me. We're very happy to have him.
Oh, my pleasure too, of course. Happy to help out. Okay, looks like she's going to close this one out. Ball's laid pretty good.
She seems to be stroking the ball or moving the cue ball, moving her stroke more than she normally does. Usually it sets her hand down, aims, and takes one stroke and fires.
Yeah, she's like taking a few practice strokes today.
Yeah, she's got, see? She doesn't have a busy cue.
I think It's a sign that she's ready today. She's really ready to win today.
Yeah, see, this is more her stroke.
Yeah,
Just
quick.
lays the hand down, aims, and shoots.
Yeah, kind of like one practice stroke. Well, she goes for extra there to get close to the 9. That's a good shot.
Look how intently Kristina's watching.
She doesn't look worried either. She's very composed as well. I've seen Zlateva play quite a few times, and she never seems bothered. She never seems angry. She always seems very composed at the table and in the chair.
I love the way she moved the cue ball there.
Fearlessly.
Yeah, with the inside and just kind of spun it over.
Yeah. Chezka of the world that can make it to all these events no problem. Yeah, I gotta have some support from friends and family, and outside of just industry sponsors. But
Well, there goes the 9 ball. Chezka to break.
can she see the 1 here, George?
It looks like she may be able to.
I think she can, judging by how it stopped next to the 7. I think she can see it to make it, and the balls are okay if she could get on the 2 here.
Yeah, they're touchy, but they're open.
She has called it, so plenty of room.
Can she avoid the 5-8?
Negative. Straight into the 5.
And now there's no way she doesn't hit the 7.
Does the 3 pass the 5, 10, 8, through that window?
It might.
From this angle, looks
But
like it does.
Can she draw the ball off the 7 to the rail and up for the 3?
Yeah.
It looks like it's lined up that way.
Or can she power draw it off the 7, off the side rail, and back to where she is now for the side pocket? That's what she... Oh,
No,
she tried to go
she
forward with inside. That was tough. I was asking a lot, I think.
Yeah, you could tell she was going to hit the 7. That's why I thought the draw would work.
Mm-hmm.
But she used follow, which was creative.
Yeah.
She's got position.
Yeah, she got where she needed to be, technically. Let's see what Kristina can do here, try to recover after losing the first set. I don't really recall her making many mistakes.
Kristina?
Yeah.
No, she's played some safeties and pocketed balls well.
Yeah, did she really miss any balls in the first set? I don't
Well,
really
we didn't
think
see the
so.
stats this time around, did we? We didn't have stats for it. These were the stats at the end of the set.
But yeah, I don't think she did anything too wrong there, so she shouldn't have much to worry about. Shouldn't be, lacking confidence or anything. Just Chezka made some shots. What are you gonna do? Just small things like this, little safety errors. I think that's really all it was.
Where's that? Eric sent me the stat link.
Chezka right back to work here with an angle on the 5 to punch between the 8, 10, come across with a 6, so she crashes into everything. I think she's just okay. She can still pot the 6, come around for the 7. Well, she caught it a little thick and it slowed down the cue ball. She got a bump on the 7. I think she's just okay again. Often when you see these players miss position, it's because they missed the part of the pocket they were putting the object ball into. If they put it right in the heart of the pocket, they're usually getting exactly where they need to be. But if it slops in there a little bit, sometimes they lose the cue ball. And she's recovered well from a couple missed positional shots. She's just such a good potter. Eyes off the ball. Chezka looking to make short work of this semifinal.
Well, then I was able to find the stats. Zlateva outperformed on the overall performance, 811 to 795 for the first set. The break success, Zlateva was 67%, shot after the break 83, balls pocketed 30 to 31. Yet she lost 4-2.
That first shot after
Yeah.
the break's a big stat.
Sure is.
And the safety efficiency, the safety returns, another big stat there. Like, everything went her way except she lost the set.
The two missed shots was 2 apiece.
Yeah. Chezka fouled once. Kristina didn't foul.
Yeah, Kristina outperformed her in the stats, but, you know, the rolls don't lie, and the misses, I think Kristina's were timely and costly.
Yeah, the 10 ball, she got real close to the 10 once. I mean, there was some funny stuff happening there, but she played a good set. She shouldn't hang her head, that's for sure. Look at this break's a huge break. Is the one going to dress up through the window? I don't think so. I think the 7's covering it.
Hustlin' Boss Lady. Another one with, the CSI chairs.
I don't think you want to mess with her.
Looks like they rode the motorcycle down here.
I think she looks like a boss lady.
Huh.
Yeah. She looks like the boss. Okay, push out here. No need to try anything crazy. Pin the cue ball on the rail. This is so important when you're playing push out, especially against a player of Kristina's ability. You don't want to let her see all of the cue ball. Well, would she contemplate banking this ball in sometimes, or is she just going to play a safety? You can hear the crowd clapping there. It's the sound of Kristina catch coming back over there in the second set.
Well, she lost the first one 4-0. Ours went 4-2.
So she does play the safe, but look out, cue ball.
It's okay.
Yeah. It's not totally safe, but it's containing. She's going to slow her down a little bit here. Keep her off the pot. I mean, she could cut this in, but I don't think so. She chips safe. Use the 4 for cover.
Nice call there.
Well, Kristina's got the end rail. Chezka would have loved to see that cue ball roll another ball towards the 4 and take away this end rail. I don't think the jump, too close to the ball. This gives lots of safety options, though. This one might just bank down table near the 6.
That'd be optimal.
No, she hit the wrong side of it. She's trying to hit it full, send it towards the side pocket.
This is a good shot.
Nothing wrong with that. It worked out pretty good.
Yeah, sure did.
Left her a mile away and on a weird combo. I don't even know if she can take on this combo. I think she called it right away.
There's not much more to do, but no early 10, so 10 ball will just respot if she pockets it.
Oh, man, she's totally fearless, and
Nice
you can't
shot.
blame her because look at how straight she shoots. Well, she was stopped in her tracks there for a second. Look where this 10's going to spot.
Didn't hinder anything.
Yeah, she was a little worried for a second there. Looked like the cue ball might track a little closer to the 10. It's all about this 5 to the 6.
Oh, I feel a flash coming on.
Yeah, she's starting to hit a gear a bit. Yeah. If she starts feeling it, nobody in this field can beat her.
Just watch the way she walks. When she starts walking, you'll see the difference of what you've seen at the beginning and what you'll see when she's in stroke. Or when she gets in the zone.
Yeah.
It's a whole different.
Yeah.
Shane's the same way.
Yeah.
Shane's eyes get the size of silver dollars.
That's right.
And he's there.
Yeah, and you can see a little bounce in his step. Everybody knows that. Everybody's seen that Shane little bounce in his step.
I've seen that from him for years. I watched him win the U.S. Open 10-ball championships 3 years in a row. Should have won the 8-ball championship the same 3 years, but he lost 1 year to Alex. He had it 2 times, and the third time he lost it. And he lost it. He's breaking for the win. They were hill, and the ball got kicked in the side pocket, or got kicked in. Alex ran out.
Chezka misjudged the side spin there. No position on the 8. Looks like she's going to play safety. And that's not very safety. She wanted to catch that ball a lot thinner and leave the 8 more towards the middle diamond on that end rail. She's giving up a cut shot here for Kristina. She needs this one.
I think she makes it.
Yeah, I think she's a huge favorite.
This shot favors the left-hander. She's on the correct side of the table, and it lays nice for her to reach and see the angle well.
She played really nice position on the 10. Reaching a little, but shouldn't be a problem.
Cool to be played. If you stop and think about it, they're playing close to 35 games.
That's a long match.
Yeah.
3 out of 5 is a very long match. Yeah. Even this best 2 out of 3, still, it's more or less like a race to 8, which is a pretty long race. Right? You got to win 8 games. It takes a while.
It does, but they can be broken up, and you're never out of the set. At races to 4, you can be down 3-0, and then you win. It's going to be their break, so you win that game. Maybe have a break and run. So now you're 3-2. You're not so far down anymore, and you win that set. And you can do it twice.
I was fortunate enough to do that to Max in the first set. Actually, I was down 3-0. I managed to come back and win the set somehow, some way. But just cliche things, one game at a time, right?
Well,
one ball at a time.
And the other thing is, players will complain that the better players want longer races. Well, at the end of the tournament, when you look at the final 32, when you look at the final 16, it's the cream of the crop. And the highest Fargos, that's always at the top.
It just find a way.
It just works that way.
Look at this mistake from Chezka. She really misplayed that ball. Trying to roll through to get the gap between the 7-9, and she came up well short.
There goes the 7.
Well, she's going to be shooting again.
Or was that what ball was that? The 7 still
Must
on the
have been
table.
the 5. Must have been the
must
5
have been.
ball. Yeah, so anytime you fluke a ball in 10 ball, it is your opponent's option to make you shoot again. So you can see she's hooked on the 9. Kristina's going to make her shoot again here.
Oh.
And as we noted yesterday, Chezka likes to masse the ball rather than jump it. You can see why, because she's so accurate with the masse. Look at this shot. She knew that she was going to hit it a little thin off the rail. The 3's going to stay where it is now, and the cue ball's going to track around. So it's a really good shot. It might have looked a little lucky, but let me tell you, it wasn't at all. That was calculated. Off 2 rails here, trying to kick this ball in. Get some separation. This isn't the worst result, but I think she's given up a shot here. Can she get position on the 4 next? Okay, she's just going to take the distance. Smart. Probably come around, shoot the 6 in the same pocket. Oh, you see it skid a little there, George?
I missed that.
Yeah, it skidded just a little, and I think that's why she's closer to the 10. She's okay, but yeah, caught just a hair of a thick contact there, I think. Turned over a little bit. Oh yeah, watching on the delay on the YouTube, we could really see it.
I can't do that. I've done that several times. And I start calling
that's
a shot
all right.
over there.
No problem.
So I look at the other monitor here. This is much clearer for me.
You can take my word for it.
I will.
It skidded hard. Went into the thick side of the pocket, but it worked out. These 2 balls to take a 2-1 lead.
Look how nice she struck that.
Yeah, so smooth. She's so smooth with the draw shot. Beautiful.
Predator here.
And from the Pro Billiard Series, I really love the setup. I mean, the Rio was okay. This is way better.
Vegas, yeah.
Westgate is a beautiful venue, and this conference center here is a perfect place for a pool tournament. Yeah. Wow, did she ever crush that break? Unbelievable.
This is set up just like Austria was, where you have the 2 stream tables side by side and plenty of room for people to sit. I mean, last night it was standing. In fact, there wasn't enough. We could have filled the stadium.
I couldn't get a seat.
Yeah,
I was trying to sneak in to
could've
watch
filled
the
the
last
stadium.
couple of racks, of the doubles, and I couldn't see. I couldn't get a spot.
This place was packed. And that's exactly why this is a great concept, where you have all the people from the pool leagues here, and then you have the pro event. 128 men, 64 women.
Watch this replay, George. Sorry to interrupt, but
That's okay.
watch her pinball this one off the 6 and the 3. She's trying to just cut it in the heart. She played a little pinball there.
Should I put that down as a highlight shot?
Yeah,
I think so.
yeah,
That shot on the 3 ball.
yeah. Whether she played it like that or not, it's still a highlight.
At 2-1. No, it was at 1-1.
2-1. Yeah,
It's 2-1 now.
yeah, it's 2-1
But
Chezka.
when the shot took place, it was 1-1.
No, it's still 2-1.
Okay.
It was in this game. Yeah.
Oh, it was in this game.
Yeah. Oh, it's still early, George. It's okay. And it's day 6 in Vegas. Oh, she's looking so good out there. I mean, just smooth over the cue, potting well, motoring around the table. She's looking very dangerous today. Even just a little subtle shot like that, she just makes it look so easy. Just to nudge the 8 out of the way, keep position on the 7. She gets perfect angle on the 8, take her closer to the 9.
Oh.
I'd say slightly worrying moments here for Kristina Zlateva. Watching this girl just run around the table, one stroke and balls in.
Kristina Zlateva was going to need something here.
I think she needs a miracle at this point. She's going to be down 3-1. Down a set and down 3-1, but they tend to be unstoppable after that. I think we're seeing the same thing from Chezka here.
Most players usually see the same thing from Chezka.
Okay, and she's switching the break a little bit here. Move to the corner. She crushed the last one and ran out.
Watch this.
Set. Oh, it's the 5 kissed in there. And does the 2 go? Does the 3 go? Not sure either one of those goes. But she's shooting right away. That tells me the 2 goes. Or the 2-4 combination is not bad. Yeah, she's called the 4. It's all about where the 2 ball ends up here.
Well, it all depends on the speed. She's going to try to keep it in front of the pocket.
Oh, beautiful speed. Real soft. Held it there nicely. And now does the 3 pass the 10?
That is the question. It must.
She's
Or she.
overrun it by a lot here. If it does pass the 10, it's really difficult from this angle.
She has a plan, I'm pretty sure.
Couple of safety options. Might see her just chip this one. Kind of cue ball behind the 7, 3 behind the 10. No, this has gone all wrong.
She was going behind the 9. I think I would have paid more attention to where I leave the 3 ball than the cue ball,
Yeah, I think
because she had the bottom rail.
I agree. Get the 3 to the end rail, kind of underneath the 10. That way, if you don't cover it, it's still contained. You can't sell out that way, Let's see what Kristina can do. Keep herself in this match. It's not over yet.
That's a cute question. Are the commentators allowed to have alcohol while they're broadcasting? The answer is a definite no.
That's a definite no. Now, we might not be professional TV broadcasters, but we do take our job seriously.
I say such dumb things that maybe they think I'm drunk.
Well, I knocked that off a few years ago. Stopped drinking about 3.5 years ago. One of the best things I ever did. certainly make a lot more money playing pool now. Much more focused, feeling better all the time. Is she a bit straight on this one? Can she get going towards the 8 here? You don't want to be cheating these side pockets, that's for
She's
sure.
got enough angle there. She's got it. She's come down.
Don't want to be straight on the 8 though.
The point. The point. Did she get behind the point?
You know, George, she might have. Even if she didn't, she's gonna be a mile away from this 9.
You can't get it off the rail.
Yeah, to the smallest corner pocket.
She's on the point.
Look, she is on the point.
Is she gonna push through it? Yeah,
I think that's pretty unlucky.
sure.
But she did lose the cue ball a bit. It should be said she did lose it a bit going towards the 8. She didn't want to be straight in on the 8. I think that's going to be her last shot of this tournament, but she should not hang her head. She's had a great showing. Semi-final in this field is nothing to hang your head about. And there's the handshake. Congrats to Chezka Centeno moving on to the final. And that'll be coming up at 2:30. We have the final of